nothing but the dog in me.
One must die, chase the cat.
Good evening and welcome to Pound Posse Presents. Here tonight on a pretty nice October Saturday evening. This wasn't the day that I planned it to be. I was very sorry to have missed Cain's Crusade. I totally messed that one up. I thought it was tomorrow. Had, my life planned differently today. Thought I was going to make it anyway, and I still couldn't because things do happen unexpectedly. So I'm a little upset about that. I miss hanging out with all my friends, but there'll be other things that we can hang out at and other events that I could do, but this seems like now this is the second year that I didn't make it there, and I don't like that. I don't like when plans don't work out. Because I was trying to leave myself open to go, I was attempting to make putting the show together a little easier for myself, which involved, every now and then, everybody knows I open up the floor, so to speak, and I'll post on my Facebook page, hey, anybody have any adoptables? And last time I did that, I believe I had 15. Tonight I have 21 dogs, some cats to talk about, and an event. So I'm hoping that I can do it justice. I have my boys in the control room at the ready to make it work. And I think without further ado, usually I only have one stack like this. Tonight I have 3. So I'm going to try to do this justice because it's very important to put these dogs and cats and whatever you've got out there and give them any kind of exposure that they can get in the hopes that they will find a forever home. There are too many animals that are in need of homes, and sharing, networking, keeping your eyes open, it all helps. And probably not until tomorrow, but I will make an attempt to have all of these animals posted on the Pound Posse Presents page in case you miss any information tonight. All right, so you guys ready? All right. First up is Brutus. And look at those ears. Stop it, Zach, because I know what you're thinking, and I know what we saw earlier. Brutus needs a home or a foster. He is about 1 year old. He loves car rides. He would be a great jogging or hiking partner. He walks well on a leash. And my fingers are stuck on my notes, which doesn't help anything because I'm like all nerved up and trying to rush. Anyway, he loves to play. He is great with people. However, he cannot live with cats. This poor guy's been bounced around, and he's finally getting a taste of what it's like to be a dog. And for the moment, he is in boarding, which isn't fair to any animal. But he's doing well. He just really needs to be in a home setting, in a positive home setting at that. A lot of times these poor dogs get bounced around and it wears on them. But, if he got himself settled into either a foster or forever, that, could give him some stability and help him grow his confidence that, he really does have a home, that would be awesome. As of right now, I'm going to say if you are interested in Brutus, you can email me and I will put you in touch. And you can email me at pawprints, PAWPRINTS, 713 at AOL.com. Once again, that's pawprints, PAWPRINTS, 713 at AOL.com. Next up, we have Minnie. And look at Minnie. Minnie is a 3-year-old Yorkie mix who is not getting along with one of her other furry housemates. So the family has decided it would be better for Minnie if she went to live in a different situation. And, that's a tough one because, you want the best for everybody, and sometimes that means a new home for one of them. It can't be easy for the family. Anyway, Minnie is good with other dogs outside the home and would probably do well living with a mellow male dog who appreciates the company of another dog. Minnie is housebroken, excellent on a leash, and an overall great dog. If you're interested in Minnie, you can visit www.ppr.org. Once again, that's www.ppr, it looks like CT up there, .org. Okay. Not perfect, but anyway, it's Project Precious Rescue, who I've been supporting since the show first went on the air. So next up, I believe I'm going to say this correctly, Vidar. He is about 4 years old. He's happy, talkative. He's being fostered with other dogs and does well. He's been looking for a forever home for too long, and he would really like to settle into a forever home. So once again, if you are interested, you can visit www.pprct.org. Next up is Hercules. Now, Hercules is a dog that I know that years ago I put up on the show. I can't believe he's still looking for a home. This dog is a rock star and a superhero. He's a 5-year-old angel who has overcome so much in his life, from neglect to serious skin issues. Once reactive to other dogs, now he is a friend to all. He went from not knowing toys or playing to joyfully playful. He's a total love bug who has been with PPR for 4 years. And in that time, he has worked on becoming the best dog he can be. Definitely ready to find that forever. And you can visit www.pprct.org if you are interested in Hercules. Next up, we have Frankie. And Frankie has been with Project Precious Rescue for over a year, has lived with their trainer working on her reactivity to other dogs. She's been an excellent student. She's smart and sensitive and loves everyone she meets. Frankie would do well in an experienced home and as an only pet. So you can visit once again www.pprct.org. Next up, we have Prince. Prince is another long-timer at Project Precious. He's been with them for 2 years. In that time, he has only had one inquiry. How could that be possible? Look at his face. Only one person has ever been interested and nothing ever came of it. You know, it's really hard to believe such a smart dog who is such a good boy and a total love bug could still be waiting for a home. So if you are looking for just a happy guy, look at him. You can visit www.pprct.org. Next up, we have Annabelle, the first Annabelle, because we've got two in the show tonight. Annabelle is described as a super sweet and goofy girl. She is great with people and good with small dogs when properly introduced. She loves to go on long walks and play with other dogs or just snuggle. Annabelle is 2 years old. She's crate trained, house trained, up to date with her vaccinations, spayed, and microchipped. She knows basic commands and listens really well. And if you would like to adopt this beautiful girl, look at that face, I can't even stand it. You can call Heather at 203-667-0504. Once again, that's 203-667-0504. Next up, we have Lexi Mama. Now, look at that beautiful face and tell me that you can resist it. Lexi has been at the Town of Hempstead Animal Shelter for 2 years this month. How is that even possible? This poor girl is 4 or 5 years old and pretty much has spent half of her life in a shelter. She's very affectionate, and while she loves people, she can't live with cats and would probably do best as an only dog. look at this goofy girl in a toy box. Really? She's just such a ham. There's no way that I can understand how dogs just languish in shelters. And I can tell you, with the town of Hempstead Animal Shelter, it's not for them not trying, because they network the heck out of all their animals, and there's got to be a home for Lexi. 2 years is just so sad, and she really deserves, look at that face, she really deserves to be in a home and basking in the glory of a loving family. So if you can open up your home, if you are interested, you can call the Town of Hempstead Animal Shelter at 516-785-5220. Once again, that's 516-785-5220. And I can tell you, the Town of Hempstead Animal Shelter is a very large shelter, and they have usually well over 100 dogs. So, you know, if not Lexi, and hopefully Lexi, there are so many others who need to find homes. And, you know, I always say zip code shouldn't matter. So that is Lexi, poor baby girl. Take her home. Anyway, next up we have Kobe. Now, Kobe will be 2 years old in December. He's neutered. He's up to date with his vaccinations, and he has been groomed, which is why his fur is short. He's got that little funky haircut. Anyway, he does exceptionally well with large dogs, the two large dogs in his foster home, and he has done well with all the dogs he's met so far. He has a special bond with a kitten in his foster home, and Ashley doesn't like it when the other cats won't play with him. So he's got very much personality. He loves people but will bark at strangers. He'd be better with older children because he can be a little possessive of his favorite treats. He is house trained, but he will use pee pads. He needs a home with structure, and he will thrive. If you are interested in Kobe, you can visit passion4paws.org. passion4paws.org. Now, next up, there's a couple of dogs in Florida who desperately need homes. And the first one is Blake. And I'm partial to that name because one of my niece's names is Blake. But anyway, this Blake is a border collie mix who is about 2 years old. His ideal family would be active, on the go, and have herding dog experience. Blake loves his ball and playing with other dogs. He does well with the cat in his foster home. He is crate trained, housebroken, knows basic commands, and is an eager student. He will need to be active, running, walking, training, and he would be a great sports dog. You know, these dogs are definitely very active dogs, and, you know, they totally need to be in the right home so that they have the energy outlet that they need. They need a job. They need to get their energy out. So if you are interested, he is with Ewenity Farm Herding Dog Haven, and it's www.ewenity farmsbch.com, and I believe they are out of Bradenton in Florida. And these are two of the dogs that have been impacted by the hurricane. So they definitely are trying to get these dogs settled, and that would be a beautiful thing. The next Florida dog we have with the same rescue is Gary. And handsome Gary needs a foster or an adopter. He's currently located in Seminole. He's 5 years old and about 60 pounds. Gary needs a home that will ensure proper introductions to strangers. He could be a perfect dog for a single woman. He is that dog who would definitely need to be put away when there's company, you know, crated and put in a separate room, away from any parties that are in the home, because he's just too uncertain around new people and all that activity. Gary does fine with cats and needs controlled introductions to other dogs. He's currently being fostered with a behaviorist, and he will come with instructions and just needs to find a home that will be able to adapt to his comfort zone, and in return, he will give you his heart. He is neutered, up to date, and chipped. And once again, that's EWENITY Farms, B as in boy, CH.com. Next up, closer to home, we have Rusty. And look at that face. Rusty needs a long-term foster or forever home. He's easy. He gets along with all 6 dogs in his current foster home, as well as the kitties. He's a real snuggle bug. He's 7 years old, up to date with his vaccinations, neutered, house-trained, and crate-trained. If you are interested in Rusty, you can visit www.furryfriendsct.org. Once again, that's www.furryfriendsct.org. Next up, we have Greta. And Greta also needs a foster or forever home. She is a sweet senior at about 8 years old. She'd love a quiet home as an only dog. Cats are okay. Older kids, if there are kids, a low-key environment. She's a perfect couch potato. And if you are interested in Greta, you can visit www.furryfriendsct.org. Next up, we have Oscar. And Oscar is the dog, not the person. He came from an animal cruelty case and never had experienced home life. He was afraid of literally everything. He's made great progress and is enjoying being a dog as part of a family for the first time in his life. He's good with kids. He loves other dogs. He'll probably be fine with cats, although he's not yet been tested. He's got all the makings of a perfect dog. And if you are interested, you can visit www.furryfriendsct.org. Once again, that's www.furryfriendsct.org. I'm getting through these notes. I'm on pile number 3, starting now. We have our second Annabelle up next. And we got the second, there we go. Annabelle is shy at first, but is sweet and loving once she knows you. She's about 4 years old, 55 pounds, more or less. A woman never likes to tell her weight or her age, but here we have it. She is spayed. She's up to date with her vaccinations, house-trained, crate-trained, and ready for her new life. If you are interested in Annabelle, you can visit www.packleadersrescue.com. Next up, we have Arwen, and I love his face. Arwen is about 5 years old, weighs in at about 75 pounds. He's definitely a heartthrob. He's wary of new people, but is a lovable goofball once he warms up to you. He needs an adult-only home. He previously lived with a dog and a cat. He as well is neutered, up to date, knows his basic commands, is house and crate trained, and if you are interested, you can visit www.packleadersrescue.com. Next, we have Duke, which is a name that is near and dear to my heart. He is a handsome 2-year-old, about 65 pounds, playful. He loves water. He's a friend to everyone, most dogs, even horses. He's neutered, up to date, microchipped, and if you are interested in Duke, www.packleadersrescue.com. Next up is Joseph, who is, I love these little frosted faces. And look at his soulful brown eyes. I just want to smush his face. Joseph is about 4 years old and about 65 pounds. He's a lab mix who, true to his breed, is good-natured, loves attention, and gets along with other dogs. Joseph is neutered, up to date with vaccinations, microchipped, and if you are interested in meeting Joseph or finding out more, www.packleadersrescue.com. Next up is Pug. And I love this face. I love those ears. I love his markings. Pug was abandoned in a dog park and no one claimed him. He is a happy, friendly guy who gets along with other dogs. He is about a year old and is big and strong and smart and eager to please. If you are interested in Pug, and I love him, I want to smush him, www.packleadersrescue.com. Next up, we have Sheehan. Sheehan is yet another victim of animal cruelty. He's believed to have been a bait dog. He is a fabulous boy in spite of his past and loves all people as well as other dogs. He's about 1 or 2 years old, neutered, up to date with his vaccinations, and if you are interested, you can visit www.packleadersrescue.com. Next up is Tilly, and Tilly is gorgeous. Look at those ears. Tilly is 2 years old and weighs about 45 pounds. She is described as being the best. She's got looks, personality, she loves other dogs, she knows her commands, she's spayed, she's microchipped, and she is ready to go home. www.packleadersrescue.com. So that is all of the dogs I have for you. And I will take the camera back. I've dropped stuff everywhere here, trying to get through all this. I have a sad story of a cat who, or not a cat, a family of cats. The gentleman lost his wife to cancer. He's losing his home, and he's got 4 cats, 2 adults and 2 kittens. I don't have all the information yet. It will be forthcoming, and I will post it on my Facebook page and my personal page, and I'll probably put it up on my website when I get it all. But the 2 adults, they would like to probably keep them together. The kittens maybe not matter so much, but if you can foster, or if you can, excuse me, take the pair or separately the kittens, your help is very much needed. This gentleman only has until the end of this month, which, you know, we're through the first week already, and, you know, the longer we wait to find placement for them, the more of a panic situation it's going to be. This poor man doesn't deserve to have to lose everything the way he is, and he certainly doesn't need to worry about where his cats end up. He's going to have all he has to do to take care of himself and land on his feet. So at this point, this is another situation where I would say, if you are interested, please email me at pawprints713@aol.com, and I can put you in touch. Once again, that's PAWPRINTS713@aol.com. And, you know, you can always feel free to message me personally on Facebook or my Pound Posse Presents Facebook page. Next up, we have an event, and Waffles is a very special guy, and he's having a very special birthday party. We can put up, there we go. October 15th from 1 to 5, dogs and children are welcome. Waffles' birthday bash. He lived a life of neglect and abuse, and at almost 12 years old was finally freed from his burden. But being terminally ill, it kind of like really stinks that it came to that, you know, having to wait so long and, you know, not being in the best position at 12 years old. So anyway, in an effort to make up for the life he never had, he is being spoiled beyond spoiled now. And, you know, there's this whole bucket list thing going on, and it's so cool to watch all the things that he's getting to do and that are being done for him. His birthday party will include face painting, a photo booth, a bake sale, music, and much more. This will be held at the Market Bistro and Bar at 64 Wall Street in Norwalk, Connecticut. Not too far to go. You know, everybody likes to think like things are way too far, and I don't buy that. It's only an hour away from where we are. So if you would like to attend Waffles' birthday bash, there you have it. I will take the camera back for a moment. I've gotten through everything that I set out to get through, and perhaps now, in the last couple of minutes, we can swing through all those faces again. Can we? Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Zach loves to put those ears up over my head, and you know, it's a beautiful thing. I can't even try to name all these dogs right now because my head is spinning. But if anybody grabs your eye, grabs your attention, know that the show will be loaded on YouTube and you can rerun through it. Or, like I said, give me until tomorrow and I will absolutely have all these dogs posted on the Pound Posse Presents Facebook page. It's going to take a little bit of doing because I've got to copy and paste links and, you know, just kind of do my thing and make it all coherent, some of it. But yeah, these dogs all need homes. There are so many of them out there. The pounds are full. There's so much going on. There's just too many dogs, and we need to do what we can to save them. So if you cannot adopt, please network, please share, please just do something to help. You know, if you know somebody is looking for a dog, there's no shame in, you know, trying to bring any one of these to your friend's attention. You know, people don't sometimes like to share stuff on Facebook, but you'd be surprised how much sharing on Facebook really does accomplish. So, you know, give it a shot. So what, you make somebody a little uncomfortable with all your dog posts. They'll get over it. I love his face. I will take the camera back. And I'm just going to throw out there once again, if there's anything you can do to help this family of cats that I spoke about. Don't have any pictures yet, don't have specifics, but it is coming, unfortunately, that, like I said, the man lost his wife to cancer, and he's going to lose his house, and, you know, he really needs to get a roof over the cats' heads before the end of the month. So again, if you can foster, or if you can adopt, the two adults would probably be best to stay together, and the kittens, and I don't know how old they are, probably okay to be separated. It's just a horrible situation, and we hear about it too often. And, you know, the more we can do to help somebody not have to worry about even more, the better off we are. So how are we looking for time? It's okay. It's a good thing I'm watching the time. Anyway, there you have it. I'm going to say peace, love, and plenty of dogs tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.